Hello, friends of Komodo platform. Uh, are you done puking yet? Oh my goodness, because I don't know if this price chart is done puking yet. Not unexpected, right? We watched previous videos. It was not unexpected overall. I mean, currently showing 60 cents. I did see it in the 50s. We're below 2,000 Satoshis, but really, 32,000 and a half Bitcoin. Um, this is where we're at. And okay, we're going to just take a brief look here. Friends, staying calm, work with your breathing, your mindset. Do you have patience? Because this is just, the daily soap opera of our lives here. Okay, what are we looking at here? Basically, I get rid of you for now. I'm gonna show this again. This is that one-to-one ratio. We're imagining, okay, this is one of the clearest zigzags ever, isn't it? Something of the sort, okay? Something of the sort. Now, it could be all kinds of complexities, more so than just a zigzag, I don't know, but it is clearly making a down move, a retracement, and a further down move. So what we'll do is take a measure of the first down move, and then we'll measure that against where we are with the second down move. So let's do that. We're going to use the Fibonacci extension here. Okay, trend-based fib extension it's called here. We'll take from the top here, okay, go to the bottom here, and then we will come back to the top here. Now, I don't know where you were looking. I was looking up here, okay, because I'm trying to get these things straight, but you might have been looking here and seeing that the one-to-one is indeed here at the 1860s level. So what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. It means other than here we are, we've made a measured one-to-one move compared to the first down and then the second down. All right. The A wave and the C wave. So there you go. We could still make more than a one-to-one. It could go more than that, but the next significant number for a zigzag pattern would be 1618. So anything in between there, yes. And the zero line is right here, right? Yes. So, I mean, we can get very close there. I doubt it. But yeah, because I mean, are we going lower than this low here? Anything could happen, right? We could go more than one-to-one. This just feels like it's right. Feels like a nice one-to-one. We're completing that. I mean, how more wrecked can you feel right now, right? And life goes on. We then chop around here something, whatever, KMD style. Okay, whatever. I don't know, friends. Where do we go? Who knows? But at this point, it's just about recovering. There could be a great bounce coming here. Okay, there could be a phenomenal bounce coming, and we'll measure that now. Let's say we're going to take roughly from this level our bounce, and we will retrace it. Let's say first from this recent dump down, and yeah, 382 gives us back to the 2800 level. Okay, and 0.5, 3100, and 3482. Okay, so that leaves us with things like 50% moves. Ooh, a nice, you want a 50% move? Who wants a 50% move? Who wants a 75% move? Could do. Maybe we're not going to quite get the 90% move. All right. But a 50% move is definitely in the offerings. And beyond that, maybe a little less than that, a 35% move is definitely in the offerings. Okay, but based on this action here, we could see ourselves eventually having some nice feels off of this. Now, there's going to be a little bit about DCA, but basically the idea of, oh, you bought some here, you bought some here, you bought some here. Yeah, not everybody has unlimited ammunition to keep firing rounds at anything that moves. How yeah, again, it keeps moving lower, and that's where you really want to shoot. So maybe you have dynamic style, you know, where you higher up, maybe it's a proportion of 1, then lower down proportion of 2, proportion of 3. And you know, if you're expecting lowers and lowers, then you just got to play with your capacity to DCA. And then apart from that, you know what, recognize that anywhere you're buying here is in a good low region. It's just unfortunate if you've not been able to currently grab down here. All right, but those of you who have, well, you know, maybe you have a lighter foot step in your foot. All right, so yeah, that's the idea. That's basically the idea. I'm not going to say much more. I mean, look, we're pretty exhausted here. Doesn't mean that it can't go for a little bit, but really, yeah, even that going for a bit, it's going to just chop around now. What are we going to go down to negative 500 already? No, it's going to go to negative 500 maybe by 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, right? No, just kidding. Okay, no jokes. I mean, just keep your mind right. That's all. Do you have the patience to wait for this to play out? Because it's playing out. So are you one of the people who's buying down here? Are you one of the people who's buying down here? Maybe you're buying down here. Okay. None of this is financial advice. Okay. But do you have the patience then? Because if the chart is correct, if the price charts are working, then eventually the time comes. Eventually the time comes. All right. Eventually the time comes. Now, until then, you do what you got to do. There are many strategies to work with. And if you have your thoughts, leave it in the comments. All right, thanks for liking the video and making comments and all that, right? Thanks for watching it. Okay, I just want to move over briefly to the USD. And because I did mention here, so we were looking for the 60-cent levels, you know, maybe not exactly at 60 cents, but close enough. And so it was down here, and you can look at previous videos. And so, yeah, let's look with the candlestick. Where did we go? Boom. Yep. Okay, so maybe we have some real hard dumping here. Yep, that is exactly what we have. And then, yeah, there you go. I mean, again, looking like it's time to slow it all down and exhaust itself. Negative momentum. Let's turn positive. This is daily chart, KMD USDT. On a weekly time frame, again, this is pretty decent overall. I mean, we've cleared out a lot of negative momentum here. So it won't be long before some sort of turnaround here in the KMD USDT. And we can check if you want the other one. But yeah, all I said here was, look, if you DCA, if you dollar cost average, right? The idea being, hey, you know what, you might be a veteran around here. So what, you know, I'm not necessarily somebody to be talking to you about what to do or how to do it, right? Anyway, yeah, maybe we'll get to this another time. If you have any thoughts around this, go ahead and share. But it's just basically the idea that you lower your overall average price, so that if you had bought even at $1.25 and down to 70 cents, that if you're keeping it even, not dynamic, but just the same, like 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and you still even have 100 left over, and your average price was 88 cents. So now you only need to get over 88 cents here, and you're back in the profit. If you were buying with $1,000 from this level here, okay. And even if you bought, let's say, at the highs of $10, 1,000 of them, $1,000 worth, you got 100 KMD. That was like, let's say in 2018, and then 2019, let's say, or 2020, you bought it when it went back to $1. In fact, it was lower, but you got it when it went to the highs, and then it dumped down for a whole bunch of weeks. So then even here, you you decided, well, okay, so you had to put in another 1,000. This time you got 1,000 of them. So now you had 1,100 of them for $2,000. So that already lowered your cost. And then it went all the way up here. You never sold. Now it's all the way back down here. You're like, okay, I have another $1,000 now. And so you take that and you put it in at 75 cents, let's say. So what, you didn't get the 60 cents or 65 cents or whatever, but you got 75 cents. And for $1,000, you were able to get 1,300 of them, the 1333.33. So then, isn't that incredible? For 75 cents now, for $3,000 in total, you've gotten 2433.33 KMD at an average price of 123. And so even though you bought some at $10, if this was in your mindset and you were able to work this out for yourself, congratulations. And your time is not far away. Now, this is just a story about a boy named Roy who was able to get a few $1,000s over time and pop into KMD. Now, why is he into KMD, you ask? Well, maybe he enjoys the atomic decks. Maybe just, maybe just seeing the price chart against BTC and saying, wow, this thing looks pretty good. Yes, it does. Over the long term, it does. And I have patience. I do have patience. And so I'm going to exercise that patience. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Now, in this case here, that Roy is buying at the potential lows of lifetime, but fear is ahead here with this big ass cloud right here. This is the scary mofo. And so you have patience? You have patience for sideways and up, sideways and sideways and down? Yeah, on a weekly in the BTC terms, it looks like there's a potential for a bit of negative momentum here in the KMD price chart. So that's a little bit different than what we saw on the USDT price chart. And that's about it. I think we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching. And I hope you're doing all right overall. Take care of yourself for now. Goodbye.